Today I am going to explain how you are going to replace a nose cut in a Pajero 1986 model. Now this is the chassis of the vehicle. You can see that is the front side. These are the mounts. You can see from here to there, the front side. And this is the chassis. And you can see the vehicle is on logs. And this is the chassis of the vehicle, right? So these are the mounts. You have seen the mounts here. We have the mounts here. Broomstick broom. This is the so this is I'm going to explain you. These are the mounts, the front mounts. This is already broken here. Now we have to do it with a new mount here, and then we have another mount here, and there's another mount there. I mount two mounts here. All together we can see there are 12 mounts in this 1985 old Pajero. So first thing, we have removed the chassis from the vehicle, and you can see the chassis here, and the vehicle body is kept on logs and secured and hanging on that. So what happened in this vehicle, there had been a corrosion in front of this area here, this area, right? So we have cut the whole thing here. We have cut the whole panel. You can see it is in white, the old panel, which I show you in a minute. So we had the old panel, which we have taken from the Pajero. You can see that this is the front side, right? What happened in this Pajero, you can see if I turn this side, you can see this is called corroded at the center. So we had this bad section corroded here. So we thought of putting instead of rather than repairing here, so we thought of replacing the whole panel on identical Pajero. So you can see that here I am showing you here. So we will take it out by a professional denter. After drilling holes, cut this off from the vehicle. Yes, both sides. Okay, so both sides will be removed because this is very badly corroded. We could have done some repair, but that's not the way. We should do a professional job, right? You can see it's corroded. So we are replacing the whole panel from an identical Pajero model. So you see, this is all. We could have repaired this with some plate welding, but that is not correct. So we thought of putting a new panel from an old Pajero, which we are doing now. You can, yeah, this is so. So I'll show you again. This is the vehicle. See how it's mounted. It's well secured, and this is the panel which we have put here. And here you can see that a mechanic Samira is checking the new panel. This is the new panel. So this was the original. This was the version which was cut, which was badly corroded. So that we are replacing with this 1985 model panel, Pajero panel. So this we have cut, and so we are going to do spot welding from these areas down here. That's what we are doing. So of course, even in this one, there are some places which we have to do some corrosion. This can be done without no problem. We can put a piece, and but this is where we are going to do the spot welding, like that here. You can see this is Samira from Sri Lanka. You can see that his work, what he is doing. If you are interested in replacing your vehicle front section, we can recommend him for a proper job. This is what he will do, carefully taking out and aligning the new panel and replacing and doing the spot welding, and the welding run right throughout here. So he has drilled through the drilled area. He will do a spot welding through these. You can see these through holes, right, and it will secure to the vehicle this part. So you can see the holes drilled here. So through the holes only he will fill the filling material while he will be doing welding. And now he's doing the aligning. So this is the first fixing to see that everything is perfect before doing the final welding. So this is the first day what he has done. So with this we don't have to worry that vehicle will be safe for another 10 years. So if we had not replaced this portion, right, if we had done some temporary structural part restoration, it would have not been proper. So now you can see it is, I'm showing you a picture from the ground, yeah, so you can see it's, yeah, but of course there is corrosion which we are going to take that out and put it, that is no problem here. It's not a problem, but the main area, this is the main thing with this front section is holding up. So that is very important. That way we have to bring this section, because this not can be easily, it's not just mild steel, it's all tempered galleroid steel from the manufacturer. So we are going to replace that from the original vehicle. So this will be, I hope this will be a worthwhile video, because in my experience I could not see any video in the YouTube demonstrating how to replace a nose cut in a Pajero or any other vehicle. So it's all lined up, and you can see in the top we have put an angle iron, right, and we have put 2 bolts and angle and secure, so that there is no change in the dimensions, because these mounts points are very important here. I'll show you this one here. This is the mounting point. I'll show you here. This is the mounting, and other side there. So that is fixed onto the chassis. Right. So that is why these places are very important, and it must be secured properly. Okay? Current this is another thing which I want to show here. In this particular vehicle, we found this bracket. This bracket is damaged, it has corroded and cup has come out. Right? It has to be a cup. This will be originally it will be a cup like this. Cup like that. Now you see the difference. Now this was fully damaged. So we're going to replace with the proper mounting bracket like this. Right. So we have to get this piece. From an old pajero, right, and do it again and into this shape, and keep this piece here like that, right. Then after mounting it, then do the proper welding and because this will go and sit in this way like that. So like that here. So if your bracket, this one is bracket is not okay, you have to do it like that. And this one we have to here, the cup is broken. Yeah. लाइट यही है भाई नहीं देनी होगा मैं एक्चुअली कपड़ा बैन
लेकिन माता में आप क्या लगा गांड एक नवाने नहीं लगा है
अबे बेटा कपड़ा बालू ना होगा ही नहीं
एतुल गोड़ा गीला
ओ एतुल गोड़ा गीला बेटा बेलपुर वासी कपम
එහෙම තමයි අපි කෑල්ල මීට වැඩි ඉතින් ලොකෝට අරගෙන ඒක ලයින් කරලා කපමු නැත්නම් මොකද මූ ගානට හේතුවට ගන්න පුළුවන් එතකොට
Now this is how it looks like, the proper bracket. This is the mounting. This is quite strong, and this will come and sit like this. Yeah. So the front one, you should see, this is fully broken. So we had to do another bracket here. Yeah, this one. See? So what we are doing here, this bracket here, get like that here, and we bring like that. So this is the original bracket from an old. I'll just show you. Oh yeah, this is from like, this is how you do it here. But this is very important section, and you cannot just do this with mild steel, but this is very strong high carbon steel. So this is from an old pajero. We have cut out and taken this and redone to this shape, right? So which we will be replacing this in the exact position after grinding this a bit here. You have to grind it here and keep this in this position, right, like this, and do the tag welding where to put the vehicle and do the necessary welding. But this is finally we're going to fix like this, like that. So this is because these things have to be properly done, because there are 12 mounting brackets like this. So here you can see it is broken. So this is almost 30 years old, 1985 model pajero. So if you want to redo it, this is how you must do your brackets and these things. Don't just do a bracket or a cup in the local grinding, what you call it in the workshop. It's better to get an old pajero bracket and redo it in this pattern and use it and do the welding, rather than doing a bracket in a lathe machine. But the lathe machine will be the mild steel, but this is not just mild steel, this is high carbon steel which has got strength, extra strength. So that's very important. So it's these are the front mountings which has to be exactly matching to the one he is doing in that nose cut. Again I show you this one. Yeah.